He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is stay to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right, let's chant a little japa together here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Do you like the music on, or would you like it without the japa? Let me know. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, on it is. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, oh Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri. Oh, my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chapter 1, Spiritual Masters. That's the real path. The real path is the devotee themselves, where you can get a little preview of these loving affairs between the Lord and his devotees. See, they're transcendental manifestations of the Lord's pleasure-giving potency. This is the most secret potency. It's something that is covered up by the whole universe and what's going on in the universe, not much less just the world. It's covered over. See? And if you meet a bona fide spiritual master who is also a real devotee, who has real devotion, who's connected to this transcendental potency, see, they're a real associate, transcendental associate. See, transcendental associate of the Supreme Lord. Now you have an access to this. You have a portal to that very mysterious, magical, mystical potency. Otherwise not. Otherwise, you're trying to chant your way up with your offensive, dry chanting. You're still covered over by all the modes of nature. You're chanting a transcendental name, but you got no taste. See? You need to meet a real spiritual master, the one that they talk about in chapter 1 of Adi Lila. Oh, really? Screen was black with no sound. Oh, really? Okay, you haven't heard in the last 5 minutes, huh? I don't know what happened. It seems to be okay over here. Is it okay now? Can you hear? 3 minutes ago. Okay, so we're back? Let me know if we're back, It says live. Okay now, okay. All right, so we'll go back again. Okay now, yeah. All right, so I'll go over again. We'll get a chance to talk about this again. So the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. See, the loving affairs, transcendental. That's why people don't understand these in religion. They don't understand these in Vaishnavism. If you're still on the level of religion and you speculate on what you think is going on in Vrindavan, and you don't know because that love, that ecstatic love, that prema hasn't awakened in your heart. See, so many teachers and gurus in Vaishnavism, they don't have this prema awakened yet. They're just faking it till they make it, they think. See, chapter 1 is all about how to enter this real path. Isn't it funny? Prabhupada said it's postgraduate, but it's actually the very beginning of entering the real path. Is you need a bona fide spiritual master. You need a real associate of Lord Caitanya who knows the transcendental potency by personal experience. That's what's needed. Otherwise, you haven't found the real guru yet. What's so hard to understand? Yeah, is it still sometimes? Is it going back and forth? So let me know if it's going back and forth. See, if you want to know the transcendental manifestations of the Lord's pleasure-giving potency, that's the domain of more than liberated souls. That's a special gift of Lord Caitanya, is to give this bhakti. See, give this bhakti to us low class, very fallen persons, to finish what was finished with Jesus, to make more finishing touches. So we get really clear on what is real in this world and what is unreal. It is unreal to be in religion now, not with the mercy of Lord Caitanya here again. It's unreal. This is real. The pleasure-giving, the potency of the Lord is accessible. We've got it. We teach about it. We show it. We demonstrate it. There's no reason for the whole world not to be liberated. If you hear this message, I mean really hear it, where it goes in the ear and into the heart, and you realize how valuable this is. This transcendental potency is covered up by the Maya in the universe. That's why the Lord came to bring it into this universe. And then it disappeared as his devotees disappeared, or they stopped showing the appearance of these transcendental loving affairs, like since Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Siddhanta, and Prabhupada, they were keeping it hidden inside still, but we're bringing it out. So what you saw 550 years ago is again revived. These are what you see here is the transcendental manifestations of the loving affairs of devotees with the transcendental form of Krishna in the form of his name. It produces tears, ecstatic laughter, all kinds of amazing, intimate affairs that people are communing with that Spirit Lord, the eternal Lord. If you don't see that, you've never seen a real devotee yet. Or you never seen the manifestation of a real devotee then. If you haven't seen that, you haven't seen the manifestation of the real Lord. The real Lord is that potency. He is that ecstasy. He is these truths glorifying it. That's why you need the Lord, and you need the Lord's devotee, even though you may not see the Lord because the Lord is subtle. He's this ecstasy. You see the symptoms of this Lord being in the body of a real devotee. Not a faker, not a fake out, not a wannabe. An is. The real deal. Not double dealing. We'll just look the part, we're going to deal you a double deal. We'll say we're guru, but we give you the fake. No. The real deal. No double dealing here. One deal. The real thing you get here. We'll bang everybody out here. We'll bang. That's what we do. We bang everything here. See, although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. See, one in their identity. Now that's so deep. That's so wonderful. Radha and Krishna, one in their identity. In other words, they're like two halves that are together. One half is the love, the power. Think of that in one being, one being. There's the love, this beautiful love coming from one person. That's God, is the full manifestation. And they split off into that he's the absolute truth, the manifestation of the absolute truth as it is in its deepest manifestation. And then there's deepest power to perceive who he is inside him. See, it was joined together and then separated in Radha and Krishna for pastimes, to pass their time of meeting each other, because it's nice to meet yourself, your other half. It's nice, and then to have friends, from those other parts that split off, the cowherd boys, the different kinds of relationships. They're split up. Then the Lord is meeting his friends, his cowherd boyfriends, his intimate servants, and then the beloveds, and then his mother and father. And they're relating, the mother and father. It's all him and one on the absolute level, but they separated themselves because it's more fun to do things together with yourself and with other, aspects of yourself. Okay? And then there's Yoga Maya, which is another aspect of himself, to put him under this himself and his devotees to feel like they're simultaneously one and different. See, now these two joined together again in one body. Let's read the verse. Now these two transcendental identities. See, what is the identity of the Lord? He's got two identities, two aspects, main aspects. He's love and truth. See, the love of truth. See, Jesus began the dialogue, the understanding. He said, He said, you rules and regulation followers, you in the Bible, just like right now in Vaishnavism, you rules and regulated followers. You don't know who you worship. You see, I could say the same thing that Jesus said to the woman at the well. I could say to the Vaidibhakas, to ISKCON, to all of those groups, because they don't have the symptoms of knowing that Lord. Just like Jesus said, you don't have the symptoms of knowing that Lord. You think you have to go on pilgrimage to meet the Lord. You have to go to Vrindavan to meet the Lord. See? Jesus said, no, better just to meet me. See? Meet me, because I worship the Lord in spirit and truth. Spirit is the devotional spirit. And in truth is the devotional spirit reveals the truth about the Lord. See? That was Jesus. That's the devotees that come here. They become like that, worship in the spirit of devotion, pure devotion, not mixed devotion, pure love for the conclusive truth in the form of the name, pastimes, qualities, and attributes, and pastimes of Krishna and Lord Caitanya. See this guy? You need sectioning under. See, the crazy people call this crazy. You don't think I've been around? You don't think they called Lord Caitanya crazy? Of course, because the truth, this world, and you call yourself a paradas. Okay? If you mean that, that's the world. They call people crazy who tell the truth. Okay? Because this is a mental institution. The whole thing is a mental institution for people on the mental plane, and that's practically everybody. They're not on the bliss plane. They don't live on the plane that the Lord and the Lord's devotees live, in bliss and ecstasy, in truth, in the truth. That's the whole world. Oh, yeah, it's just dark over there. Okay, well, great. But actually, that's what a lot of people are thinking there, Paradas. You know? They think this is crazy. The truth is crazy. And that's why the Lord even said, these things I'm teaching here, the Lord said, when Sanatana Goswami said, I want to hear those things that you taught Sarvabhauma, the Atmaram verse. And Lord Caitanya said, I'm one madman and Sarvabhauma is another madman. Therefore, he took my words as truth. So you got to be a bit mad. I went out preaching and ended up in the hospital. Yeah, good. You got to be a little careful. Yeah, I walk barefoot every day. I love it, man. Even on the concrete. I walk on stones and everything now. It's amazing. Yeah. Keep contact with the earth. It's good for the heart, they say. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, think about it. These are the great secret truths, the Lord, the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. What would that look like? It would, if you see the action of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency in action here, a devotee loving God, you would think it's crazy because nobody's doing that. 99.9% of the population in the world are not in activities of loving the transcendental Lord. They're in activities of loving the mundane Lord in the form of money, children, wives, And if they see this, it's odd. It's different because it's more intense. It's more ecstatic. It gives you even a drunkenness. People are worshiping alcohol and drugs, whereas a devotee is drugged out on the name. They look like they're intoxicated. Yeah. So now these two transcendental identities have again united. See, they united in Lord Caitanya instead of being like Krishna and Radha. or the devotees and Krishna, they were, well, it was Radha and Krishna in one body. And then the devotees too, who were related to Radha and Krishna in various rasas. And now they united in one body, and that's how where we unite them. They're united again in one body. If you get this potency, if you come here and you're fortunate, and you really want this way of worship, you want this intimacy, you'll worship like Lord Caitanya and Nityananda did, and their intimate devotees did, because that's what we do here. We are here to distribute that attachment, where the Lord will manifest in your body, both aspects, the love of Krishna. As a gift, you'll get the gift. Of course, you may have to go through some purification, some transformation. Yeah. So that's what we do here. That's why if Krishna gives you intelligence, he'll lead you here, where you can get the highest treasure, the greatest understanding of life, the greatest knowledge, and the greatest happiness, which is ecstatic, blissful happiness above all the modes of nature, the greatest liberation from all the modes. You can get all of that here. And it might be the only place you can get all of that here, because I haven't seen it anywhere else. People are just blah, 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 talking about it. Here it's being done. This is a thy will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan place. See, I did a video on this one. Desiring to understand the glories of Radha, the glory of Radha's love. See, Radha's love is glorious. So Lord Caitanya, see, this is in chapter 1 of Adi Leela, in case you didn't know. On the spiritual master. It starts right out. This is you. If you're ready to meet a bona fide spiritual master, it would be like Krishna was thinking here. You see a real spiritual master in preaching the real essence of truth by showing you demonstration of how it is to love God, and you see the symptoms in that devotee, then you are like Krishna was. You'll be desire, if not everybody, but if he gives you the intelligence and the desire, you'll be saying, oh wow, I look at the glory of worshiping the Lord in this intimacy and ecstasy. Wow, I want to understand what that's like, but to understand it, you got to be one of those. Therefore, you got to follow the process that person teaches. Otherwise, you won't get there. See, you won't get there. Okay? You have to see this, and then if a desire is born in you, wow, I like the protection that devotee gets. I like the intimacy that devotee has with that name. I don't quite understand it. I would like to understand its glories. See, then you'll have to follow the process that the Lord, he came as Lord Caitanya, and he took initiation from a bona fide guru who had that love. And if you don't do that, that means you don't take initiation or association with a Ramachandra Puri who didn't have this bhakti, even though he was a disciple of Madhavinda Puri who had this love. No, you have to find the devotee that Lord Caitanya took initiation from, which was Ishvara Puri, who was in the real line. He got the blessing of his guru. It's the same thing here. You got to find the devotees who have the real mercy here. There'll be some that don't have it yet. Maybe they won't even get it. Maybe they want something else for a while. Like Ramachandra Puri. He was one of these wannabe gurus things, wanting to be sannyasi, an important person, wanting liberation. You have to make the discernment, like Lord Caitanya did. He said, no, I don't want Ramachandra Puri as my guru. I want Ishvara Puri, a simple, humble disciple of Madhavinda Puri, who had the symptoms of ecstatic love. And he did like he was looking at Lord, like Radharani as Krishna. He looked at his guru. He says, I don't want to be important person in this world. I don't want to be a spiritual master. I don't want a beautiful woman or man. I don't want a whole bunch of money. I want this. Okay? I want this love that you have. See, that's like Krishna was in Vrindavan with Radharani. The Lord demonstrated this is how the path. You got to see a devotee in some lifetime demonstrating this kind of love like Radharani did in Vrindavan, and like Ishvara Puri and Madhavinda Puri demonstrated in Chaitanya Leela. Okay, so I'm going to block you, Para. You're just nuts. And how dare you? What a filthy mouth you have. You're added to the block list. What a filthy mouth that guy has. I'm going to block him on Facebook too. That's the poison in people. So don't even look at that guy. Don't even look at his energy or face until he washes his mouth out with soap. Yeah, these are amazing truths, that are just being downloaded here, Yeah, so I blocked him on... Yeah. This is the only way you can get it. You have to see this way of worship and how beautiful it is, how great it is. And so Lord Caitanya saw that on. See, he showed by example. This is the path. He came and he accepted the path of ecstatic devotion from his guru, Ishvara Puri. Oh, you don't think ISKCON devotees have to do that? You have to meet an ecstatic devotee. Those ecstatic devotees are here in this Sangha. They have to meet. They're not following the real path of Krishna consciousness. They're not following Lord Chaitanya's path. They have to meet the ecstatic. They got the opportunity now. And they meet them and they go, this is not, they're in illusion. They're in religion. They're not, I'm here to teach right here, Chaitanya Leela. The Lord saw an ecstatic devotee, just like when he was in Vrindavan. He saw ecstatic Radharani, and he desired the glory of what kind of glory is she experiencing because of the gloriousness of her love. Well, that love is here, and probably only here that I've seen, not to this extent anywhere else. And these big, so-called big gurus, they're only small fries. They're little babies. Nothing of consequence. They need to know that, because they're not desiring the glories of this bhakti that's in this Sangha, with devotees like Johan and like so many here. They don't care about it. And therefore their followers believe them. They believe that that's the real path. No, the real path is the essence being preached here, which is in the vision of the revealed scriptures, isn't it? You can check this. If you're not desiring seeing the glories of ecstatic worship that's going on here, you're not following Lord Caitanya. You don't know Lord Caitanya. You just know name, Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Nittai, Nittai, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha, without the Radha ecstatic worship. Only ecstasy reveals the truth about Krishna, reveals how wonderful bhakti is. Only real devotees who have real bhakti can communicate that into this world. See, because they commune with the Lord, they can communicate that, pass it on. See, commune, the C word. You need to get contact with the big C word. We do the big C word. Commune, communicate, communion. Otherwise, you're out there with the chameleons. You know, chameleons, they look like Vaishnava devotees without the devotion. What good is that? Go to crying schools without any crying, purebhakti.com without any pure bhakti coming. What good is that? Was this too truthful? What do I got to hold back? I ain't holding back anymore, man. Time is short. You don't like this preaching? Too bad. Stay out those without any bhakti, without any desire for the glory of the ecstatic devotion everybody can see with their own eyes in this Sangha. Yeah, stay without it. Go out there, worship the intellectual snobs. Go worship the intellectual Krishnas there, who don't know why Lord Caitanya came. Don't come here where you learn that the Lord came here to relish real bhakti, to teach real bhakti, and the glories of Radha's love, the glories of any devotee's love, the glories of devotion, pure love, prema, for God. It's glorious. It gives you real intelligence. It gives you real protection from his Maya, from these Faucis and Bill Gates and Klaus Schwabs, these Nazis. See, this is the illusory energy of the Lord. It is in force, and it's going and taking over those who don't believe in the real devotees of the Lord. Even the Vaishnavas, the Vaidis, are being taken over. You have to have, in this age, Jesus spoke it, in this age now, people's real love, real prema will grow cold. See, in other words, if your love is very little, it'll grow cold. And that's Vaidhi Bhakti. That's the rules and regulations. So whatever little love, it grows cold because of the influence of this age of Kali. You need the burning brightness of ecstatic devotion. It burns bright in this darkness. The only thing that can dissipate it. The only thing that can reveal the bullshit going on in this world to the full extent. See, I bow down to him. These two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And if you meet a bona fide guru, that's what you see. These two identities are dancing in their hearts. The love of Krishna, the conclusive truth, the ecstatic devotion, the ecstatic bliss. See? It's united in that person. And then they do the work of that person, Lord Caitanya, to deliver people in this world. That's the point of this whole chapter. The point of Guru Tattva is so you meet such a person and you hear from such a person. You get purified by hearing from such a person, by serving such a person. See? And then you get the realization. You become such a person in that association. Otherwise, no chance, man. See, I bow down to him. It's like a him, her. I bow down to him, Lord Caitanya. See, people say, well, I'm bowing down to Lord Caitanya. I'm bowing down to Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Nittai, Nittai. Well, that's a good start. But you're bowing down in name only. You got to see where that Lord Caitanya and the bliss of being a devotee like Nityananda, or the bliss of a devotee like Gadadhar or Srivas, the bliss of that devotee's worship being the true Lord. You bow down there. Now you're bowing down. Now you're going to make substantial progress. Now you found the real guru. And simultaneously, you found the real conception of the Lord. You found real Guru Tattva. Otherwise, they can't teach you Guru Tattva. They're not the real guru unless you see that what's in that verse manifest. See, you got to see the verse manifest. And bow down to that person. Bow down what? Just come and you learn and say, yeah, this is my teacher. I want to learn from this person. I can see the love of God is in that person. Oh, I see they have the authority of God, of the Lord, and to teach me right. You're lucky if you think like that. Krishna is giving you that intelligence if you think like that. Otherwise, Maya's bewildering you. Oh, don't go there. Oh, don't listen to him. Let me go to Acharya Dev. Go to Jaipataka. Learn external devotion. Learn from those where the love of God is not manifest in them, where you can actually see it. You see nothing but dry classes and dry tears. No deep revelation and understanding of the scriptures. Well, that's for the, if you like fake outs, go over there, man. It'll fake you out for a couple of lifetimes if that's what you need to do. That's right. Bow down, Mr. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Here. Bow down to the what? Bow down to the truth. Am I not preaching the truth? Bow down to these words if you find them more reasonable than anything else being taught out there. Not blindly believing. You check them. You check if this is the real conclusion in Chaitanya Charitamrita on chapter 1 or not. You bow down to these kind of words if you see they're real or not. And you bow down with your intelligence, not blindly. I don't want any blind believers here. I don't want any blind followers. Right, Govinda? We want people who can realize the truth. Follow with intelligence. Oh, I don't have intelligence. I'm just a stupid person. Good. Come here. We'll just give you the gift of intelligence. Free. No charge. Govinda's got his tools on now. What do you think, Govinda? Give us a word. Can you hear me? Oops, we lost him. He'll try again, probably. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. See, he came down to teach devotional service by practicing it, by showing the symptoms of this ecstatic worship, by teaching its glories, also that he was getting by realizing it by personal experience. That's how you become a real teacher here. You become a real spiritual teacher, a real spiritual master. Is you gotta come to this point of tasting this bliss of the devotee, right there, Govinda? Is it true what I'm saying? Have you checked it? Or are you a blind believer? You're not a blind believer, I don't think. Oops, we lost him again. Just like this guy, bow down, Mister. I forgot that guy's name. What's the singer's name? See, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Yeah, and that's what most people down there bowing down to the name. But that's all they got until devotion awakens. And the quick path to that is the devotee who has the devotion. By their example, by their teaching, by their revelation, very quick you get bhakti. Otherwise, you got a long road. Boy George, if Boy George wants to grow up, he also needs to meet a bona fide spiritual master. Because you don't see them out there in these groups. I haven't seen one that I could say that had the power to deliver ecstatic devotion. Didn't have the power that Madhavinda Puri and Ishvara Puri had to awaken real bhakti in people. I haven't even found one. And they all just talking about it. That's my honest experience. You don't like it? Too bad. Go out there to those dry people, dry gurus, dry teachers. Truth will set you free. Yeah, well, you find me one of those. You find me any of these gurus that are alive now that has the symptoms that we read about in the book and you see in the Sangha. Show me one. I haven't seen one. I don't think any of you have seen one. Really, maybe one. But you're not seeing 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. And they're usually, I haven't seen any real guru with that kind of ecstasy and truth in them, living in them, the love of God living in them. That shows you this is forthcoming for the Vaishnavas. We're teaching now. This is coming now. Okay, we give Govinda another try. Let's see if he makes the grade. Yeah. Give us a word, Govinda. What do you have to say?
I love it. I love it. I've loved it ever since I first started listening to you, and my heart just overflowed with happiness and ecstasy. Amazing things happened actually from back in that time. Just amazing things from the off straight away. Like within the first weeks, you talked directly to me and Karuna. Karuna just made a comment like, "Oh, we'll wrap it up now, can we, Guru Maharaj? It's too much. We've been milking cows all night." And you just said, "Yeah," looking at us. "Yeah, we'll wrap it up now." It was like this direct connection. It's always been there. This is so amazing. It's so amazing. So I love it so much. I get frustrated if I do stupid things like I can't join the stream. My sound wasn't up. It's the only thing that I see. You're showing the process that Chaitanya showed to me to show. Everyone's acting like children. It's like sort of religious communism going on. Everyone's a guru, man. Not on the high standard that you're showing and the effectiveness, which is shown by the witness testimonies. Just to have this life where we can be free from the modes of nature, see clearly the cheating in action around us, how Maya is playing, and actually help people. I talked with a lady in the Gurdwara, quite a nice high society lady, and she was listening about Chaitanya Charitamrita. Actually invited me to stay at her house. She's like, so I might do at some point. Quite amazing things like that happen, but they happen more and more.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean, see, the thing is when you bow down to, see, chapter 1 is about meeting a devotee where the Lord is using them, where they have the love of Krishna, the pure love of Krishna in them. He uses them so you get that result that he got and his real Vaishnavas got by bowing down to the preaching of those devotees who have real intimate relationship with the Lord, not bowing down to those who don't have an intimate ecstatic relationship. See, that's the only switch. That's like turning the switch on and off. You want to turn the switch on where you're turned on to God? Do you want to turn on your salvation from the illusion forever? Well, you follow this process and this teaching and you're switched on. If you follow and you can compare, you can listen here, the highest truth distinguished from illusion. It's an illusion to think that a person, that the love of God is not manifested in them. The prema love, pure love, is not manifested in them. You will not have the proper example to go to Goloka Vrindavan. You have to have that situation again. That situation again is here now, here in this Sangha. Not there, they're just talking about stuff, Radhe, 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 Rupa, 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 without the the love of God manifested. It's not enough to just say, well, yeah, I have it. I'm just holding it back. Well, you're holding the path back. That's why, Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta held this back for a while, but now we're not holding it back. We're here distributing. It's distribution time. That's why we're making comments here. People, you can check it. You can check my words right now. Check their words. See if they're a real guru. Come on, anybody ready for chapter 1 of Adi Lila? Hey man, let's get with the real program. Yeah, check the words. Check their checklist. See if any of those checklist words are on the real checklist of Chaitanya Lila. Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1. All you need to meet is a bona fide guru who has the love of Krishna in them, awakened, and demonstrate that they know what they're talking about. They're not bullshitting you, bamboozling you, speculating, saying, well, it's not about that. Oh yeah, when our group advances, our group of gurus advance, then you'll advance. Or just come here and give us your worship and your money and energy and everything, and we definitely want that. That's important. And then Prabhupada will deliver you when it comes down to that, because we don't really have the power, but we have the power to take your worship, because we confuse you, because we lie to you, we deceive you, but very sincerely with tears in our eyes. Sentimentally, because we just want to, just listen to us, listen to our bullshit, but it's just sweet bullshit, man. Sweet lies. Oh, let me lie to you sweetly. You don't think I've seen that, man? I lost a couple of disciples to that, They go, yeah, to go hard. My disciple says, oh, Gurudev, will you help go hard? He's in so much Maya. He believes he's guru. Oh, how, will you help him? Oh, yes, I'll help that poor guy. Yes, but come give me your worship. Give me your time. Give me your energy and go away from him. See? That's how Maya works. She's a bullshitter, man. She lies, she deceives, she speculates. And if you're her servant, she uses you, man. Yeah. To get away from the real path, to test your faith. So I know what that's like, man, but it's time to do real here, man. Everybody here, you want the real path? I'm here to preach, man. What's the real path, man? You got to find a devotee where the love of God is in them, manifesting so you can see it. Yeah, mute your mic. I think it's causing a buzz or something. Yeah. Where you can see the symptoms of this. Otherwise, you don't even know what is the goal of life if you don't see a person who's manifested the goal of life. Can you imagine? What if I just said, oh, the goal of life is love of Krishna, and I spent 5 years talking to you. Oh, the love of the goal of life is love of Krishna, and you never saw it, and I guarantee it wouldn't awaken in you either. That's why, see, they've been talking about this, the goal of life in the Narayan Raj, Radhakund. Love of God is the goal of life, and you never see it, and therefore nobody has it. And then Prabhupada, he didn't talk, he mentioned a few times, but he said, but do the rules and regulations and these other Sangha. But you don't see the love of God until you come here. Why? Because we talk about it and we demonstrate that it's real here. And you develop real faith and you follow the verse, because I bow down to where it's manifested. See, you bowing here. Govinda bowed here. He was convinced. After 6 months of listening, he became convinced this is real here. The real deal is here. His ticket away from milking those 30 cows a day in the cold weather was here. He developed faith. Oh my God, I'm going to start milking the real cow, the cash cow of Lord Govinda himself. To get the real cash, the real currency, the real current, the bliss, the real ecstasy, the real happiness. If devotees have low faith, then it's not a nice thing of Maya to test those weak devotees. Well, actually, yeah, a lot of times she doesn't do it so much because they're already so weak, you know. She goes after the ones who get close to the gold, you know, like my ex-wife, Mahavirya, Meena. You get close to the gold, the tests come. I know, I went and followed their path, you know, I know what it's like to do these different things. They all fall 2 fingers too short from what I got now. I like this one. Now I found the formula. I teach the formula. You believe these words. You bow down to this preaching. Out of your intelligence, not blindly. You go and you listen, you check, you look around here, and if you really want God, you'll stick it out for a month or 2. And then you bow down to these words. I do. When I'm speaking, I bow down. I tell, look, is this in the book? Is this working? You be like that too. Why wouldn't you want to bow down to the absolute truth? Why wouldn't you like to bow down to the preaching of a real devotee? That's all it is. Bow down to their word. You're delivered by the word of God. In the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God, and always will be God. So why wouldn't you be delivered by that word? You need the word made flesh. What is that? That's an intimate associate of the Lord Caitanya in our line. Why wouldn't you be delivered by that? It's God's word coming through God's real devotee, the real. Who's that real flute? Where's that real flute that the Lord is using? You think the Lord just used any flute? No, he had a devotee flute. That flute loved kissing the Lord. The Lord loved kissing that flute. It's mutual. You know, like you ever see silver flutes? There are lips on that flute, right? That's a devotee. That's you. Are you kissing the Lord? Is he kissing you? He only kisses his gold flutes that he considers gold. See? You come here, we'll make you one of those flutes with the lips. And the Lord will place his lips on yours. And then you'll know what a real kiss is. Otherwise, you don't know. You don't think it's one of these TikTok babes, you know. You ever see on TikTok, they got all these beautiful women, you know, they're all dressed. And that's Krishna's Maya, man. You know, not those lips, man. No. Those big edge to it, man. Every time the Lord shows me, even now, when I meet some lady or something and we go out for coffee or something, I see, boy, there's such an edge to women, man. And the man is an edge to them. Well, unless you're a real devotee, actually. Then they're really lucky, you know, if you've got the potency flowing through you. But most women, they don't, or men, there's edges to them because they're not devotees. See, therefore they're not, you know, if you have a devotee family, great, you know, that have some devotion and then things work out. You know, it's perfect. It's very nice. Like Lord Caitanya and his devotees. There's so many were householders. Look at Advaita was married. Srivas married, you know, but they were devotees. Yeah. It makes everything work. The lute is in Krishna's flute. Yeah, that's right. The lute is Krishna's flute. Yeah, they distribute the lute from their song, you know, that they sing by kissing the Lord. See, again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is such a beautiful verse. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding how to come back to the kingdom. And then in the word for word, with loving ecstasy, I give them real transcendental knowledge, real knowledge, to come back to the kingdom. So you meet somebody like that because most know who's qualified to worship the Lord with ecstatic prema. You know, that's really rare. But if you find somebody, then they're the ones who know. They look at the scriptures, and automatically the scriptures, the purports are revealed as they are. And then you listen to those purports. Man, are you getting perfectly directed? You go right into the pot of gold, right into the treasure, right at the end of the rainbow. You just follow. That's the rainbow. You follow to the treasure. See it? You notice rainbows only come after the rain. See, and then they disappear. Yeah, when the rain of the devotee is here, see the rain. The rain of the devotee is there preaching. See, and you come under the rain. See the authority. See the authority of the devotees. Yeah, I'm under the reign of the devotee, man. Their words, they're my life and soul, their realizations. Then you become a devotee like that, and you spread the message. You spread the good news. You also, good news starts to come from you because you get the qualities of your guru and your spiritual master. You got to come under the reign of the devotee because it comes and then it may disappear. Hey, Dean Smith, you've been out for a while. Just turned on some music. So I think that's going to be about it here, man. Time for some other kind of food. Man does not live by the bread of God alone. See, he manifested himself with the sentiment and the complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. See, Krishna is the absolute truth. That's who he is, the real conception. And Radharani's complexion and sentiment, see, ecstatic devotion. It makes her golden. It makes her bright. See, complexion, the ecstasy. Yeah. So I think we'll end here. You want to give us a word there, Govinda, before we stop here?
I'm going to go live and do Chaitanya. Yeah.
All right.
Every day is great. Every day is great. And I remember when it wasn't, so it's wonderful. This is wonderful.
Yeah. So where are you at now? Where's your location?
This is a place called Bobbinhall. It's between Coventry and Leamington. Halfway between.
Oh, you out in the woods?
Yeah, it's the boonies, as you say in America. Yeah, got
You
me.
like it? You like it?
I love it. Yeah, I like it. I
Is it
don't see
cold?
anybody. No, it's quite warm. It's just about 10 degrees. It's warm enough.
Oh yeah. Good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. All right. So you can go do your live, and we'll end this here. I think I'll just end it. So thank you all for coming. We had 21 people coming. That's pretty nice. That's amazing. With one I blocked. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Hare Krishna.